baby toys. I'm not what the hell?
He got his names mixed up.
No, he knew he was getting you a PlayStation.
See, I don't know if Flip resents me or my uncle or both.
Jeez. Good night.
Because I'll pay back. Because I'm going to give Flip's son a PlayStation one day.
And then we get him like the baby toy.
and then I'll give whichever sister, whichever one of his sisters has a kid, some baby clothes when they're 10.
So wait, why didn't you say anything about your sister?
Yeah,
my sister.
She further from having a baby than mine.
I don't know. She's gonna have kids anytime soon. She just got through a breakup.
Yeah, so did my boy Red Chef.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of, that's how I'm gonna end. That's how I'm gonna enter every single conversation.
This is actually kind of like the first time we've talked about it on the show, by the way.
Oh yeah,
so you just brought it up. So yeah, here we are.
Oh well, now I feel awkward. Now I feel like I shouldn't say anything.
No, it's okay. It's been going on for a while. It's been going on for a long time.
I'm rooting for you.
But yeah. So
well,
what Flip has alluded to is, unfortunately, my wife and I are splitting up. So that is something that is actively happening in my life. So yes.
And we didn't know until a little later. I actually just found out a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, once everything's kind of on the back end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just don't want to talk about it. So,
and that's cool. You know.
What people don't know is where I'm going to be living. I'm going to be living with Maroon and Tuna. Holy shit. So Tuna said he's going to be on the show a lot more.
I found out about Chef's situation when my girlfriend was getting a car, and that was 2 months ago.
What? So he knew before I did?
So he didn't tell me.
Oh, gosh.
He didn't bring it up to me. I said something about Chef's beard being trimmed. And I was like, is your wife like you with the full-on beard or whatever? And then Chef looks at his coworker and he was like, yeah, that's... And I was like, wait.
Because I hadn't said anything to anybody, and I was just like, I don't know how to answer that.
Bro, we had a conversation about your beard a few months ago, too.
About how I'm so happy it's back to its full potential.
Yeah, and then I brought up something like, oh, it's because of work or something, and I don't know. Or work is allowing it or something like that.
Yeah, where I work now, I can actually have a beard.
You weren't allowed to before?
No, the place I was working before, they were like, no, you can't have more than a day's worth of stubble, and my face doesn't do that.
Is this the mid-90s?
No,
Get out of here.
My face needs a beard.
I wish I could see how my face looks like with a beard, but I'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, they have apps for that.
I'll be right back.
All right. Okay, Flip, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about one of the first times we hung out. You're like, hey, I'm going to do this thing. You want to come with me? I'm like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, I'm just going to hang out with some of my homeboys. And I'm like, okay, cool. I get off work. It's a Friday night. And you're like, yeah, we're going to B-boy. And I'm like, oh, for real? You're like, oh, yeah. Come on. I was like, okay. So we go to your building, right? Where you were working security. You're like, all right, we're going to go in. I'm going to let us in, let everybody upstairs. I'm like, are we allowed? Oh, I didn't know you're the security guard for the building, right? And I was like, holy fucking shit. What's going on here? We're going to get caught. And you're like, no, it's cool. I'm the security guard. I'm like, no, for real. Well, the security guard's going to come. No, for real. It's me. I have the badge. I'm like, oh, okay. So we all go upstairs and we start practicing and shit. And I was just like, this is fucking awesome. So how long have you been b-boying?
If you want to consider me that I retired about a year ago.
I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
Well, dude, I really haven't. I tried to do some stuff the other day. I still had some moves, but it's probably good. I don't know. I think I started when I was 8 or 9, and my older sister tried to teach me, blah, blah, blah. Her friends did it. I thought it was cool. Obviously, I stopped doing it. Then I got back into it, stopped again, got back into it. But man, was that the first time we hung out?
I think like outside of, because we were doing that YouTube show I was trying to do. We're filming that. But you were like, hey, just come hang out with us, whatever. Something outside of like trying to work on a project, just hanging out. And I think there's a few people, like Tree was there. Jonah, obviously. Man,
I thought we did some filming first at the building.
We did do some filming there, but like just hanging out. Like when you were just like, hey, let's do this. I'm doing this weekend.
Not film.
Yeah, exactly. Just me and you hanging out. And then I was taking the week off after that. I took a week off of work because I was just like, I need a vacation. And you were like, well, what are you doing after this? I was like, I was probably just going to go home or whatever because, I took time off. And you're like, oh, we're thinking about going to this club. And I'm like, oh, I've never done that. And then you like looked at everybody, you're like, all right, you're going to this club.
And then I took you back to my apartment and let you wear my clothes.
Correct, because I didn't bring a change of clothes. I didn't know that's what I was doing that night.
That's right.
Yeah. And then like I was like, well, I've never really been to a club, so this is going to be kind of fun. And then your wife comes out wearing like this dress that like has like slits on the side and stuff like that. I'm like, oh man, I'm not going to fit in. Like I'm going to be the big dork that like goes to the club and everybody's just like, oh no, you're not supposed to be here. I'm like, I know.
But what do you remember what club it was?
Yeah, it was Wish.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went to Wish. How far back was that? Was that 2007, 2008?
Dude, I don't even think I was old enough to club yet.
Was it? No, we got it. Well, we did get in. So, I mean,
did we go with Did we go in with
you
Stevie?
You knew the DJ that night, and we had free drinks all night.
Dang, yeah. No, that's sounds familiar.
Because I remember we got up. To like the bouncer or whatever, and he said something, and he was just like, "How many you got?" And you're like, "These guys," and he's like, "All right, come on in."
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I knew the bouncer.
Oh, you knew the bouncer?
I knew the bouncer. Okay. I knew the DJ. I'm trying to remember who the DJ was, but I'm pretty sure because I knew a lot of the DJs over there. I knew the DJ. And I might have known the bartender.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me because you know everyone anywhere we go ever.
God, no.
You know at least one person. Well, where were we? We went and did like something fucking in the middle of nowhere. And we stop at a fucking gas station. You go up and we all see you. We're all packed in the car. We all are in the truck. We see you hug a man. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? You hang out talking for a couple minutes, and then you're
talking
like,
about the racetrack?
Yeah. And then in the middle of the day, in the middle of nowhere.
City I grew up in. That was like
no. We were in the middle of nowhere. All right. I don't know. I don't remember what we did that day, but I remember we were, and I remember your wife like was sitting next to me in the back, and she goes, "Of course, he's gonna know somebody all the way out here."
Oh my God.
And we all just started laughing because we were watching it happen. And we're all thinking she's just the first one to say something.
Do you remember this gas station?
I thought it was the racetrack, but that's the problem. And man, this is gonna sound so cocky, but
no, it's not.
But no, like
I know where you're going.
This situation happens so many times that it's hard to remember and recollect every single one.
That's why you wear your Superman glasses.
That's why I started wearing my Clark Kent glasses. Yeah.
So nobody recognizes me anymore. Yeah,
but like, now I got masks, so it's even more now. It's even better.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, you're good now. But no, we couldn't go anywhere. Like I remember just one time with you, I don't know what we were doing that night. We're hanging out at your place, and we needed to go to the store for something like propane or something. And me and your wife go, and we go to walk in, and you bump into a whole other couple that you're like, oh, I haven't seen you since. Oh, congratulations, you guys are married. Oh, okay, this that. And I'm just like,
oh my God,
what the fuck, man? We can't go anywhere. It's like you're like a fucking celebrity around here.
No. I will say though, to add on, so there's not many Asians in the commercial industry and managing commercial real estate or, construction or any of the trades that have to deal with managing commercial real estate, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's either Hispanic or white. And then occasionally you'll get some black guys.
Unless they were disowned by their Asian parents.
Possibly.
They went their own way.
Possibly. But then most of those people are probably singers and actors.
That's true.
Like Joe Coy.
Yeah. And comedians and rap artists. But,
yeah, there you go.
But there's this elevator technician. And I can't really tell what he is. He's a big guy. And he's tied up like me, like sleeves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't tell if he's Hispanic or if I can't tell if he's Asian. So instantly I think, oh crap, he's Filipino. But I never asked him anything because like a lot of Asians do this shit all the time. It's like, oh, hey, you're Asian. What are you? Hey, you're Asian. What are you? Hey, where are you from? Like, dude, I'm from Texas, bro. like
no. Where are you from? Really from? Like,
yeah. But and actually, Asians actually do that to each other. We do that to each other all the time. Hey, man, what nationality are you? I'm American. No, what ethnicity are you? Like, no, I'm this, I'm that.
Switch it up.
So I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be like that. So I never even asked him, right? Well, he's working on our elevators. He needs to borrow my ladder. So I stopped by and see how the progress is going. And he asked me, he goes, hey, man, what ethnicity are you? I said, oh, I'm Filipino, dude. He goes, no shit. And right before I was about to ask him, oh, are you Filipino too? He goes, can you speak Tagalog? And of course, Tagalog is our language. It's it's like the main dialect there. And I said, no, man. So I'm guessing you can? He was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So that answered the question. Clearly he was Filipino. Well, then it came down to, like I was asking about his tattoos and he was asking me about my tattoos, asked the artist and blah, blah. And long story short, come to find out, we actually bounced at the same club at one point in time.
Really?
Yeah. And then, but he was also a bartender there too. And then come to find out, his wife now actually used to work at the same Bluefish that Michelle used to work at.
Really?
Yeah. But what's even crazier is like, I was like, yeah, my wife worked at the other Bluefish. He was like, oh yeah. He didn't really, I couldn't describe my wife any better because he goes, oh, what does your wife look like? Because he said he was there all the time too. Because he knew the managers there and he knew the bartenders there. And so obviously he would have known my wife as well. But I said, oh, my wife is a skinny little Asian girl. He goes, okay, great. That's a great description. Because that's all they hired for hostess was like little Asian girl, But anyways, like long story short, and then like he knew all the same gangsters I knew. Jeez. And like all the Asian gangsters from different gangs and stuff. But they're all his age. He's like 40. And me, on the other hand, of course, I'm, in the lower 30s. So I was always...
Yeah, rub it in. Yeah.
I was always with the younger crowd and their older siblings were the OGs, Yeah, but anyways, I just thought it was weird because me and him didn't actually know each other, but we knew so many people that we knew so many of the same people. Yeah.
Yeah, that connected.
Yeah, so it was weird.
Velse, you ever have that problem?
Anywhere I go, people will know me?
Yeah.
No, not as much as Flip.
No. Flip goes. Flip. Honestly, you could probably go to like Oklahoma somewhere. You could go, dude. You go over to Seattle or something like that, and you just walk around, and somebody's gonna be like, "Flip, what's up, man?" You're like, "Holy shit, what are you doing here? On vacation?"
Oh, I forgot.
Vacations?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I did run into one of my buddies in Destin.
Uh.